The world is dealing with the consequences of climate change, and efforts are being made to restore the ailing planet. But despite such efforts, some countries in the European Union are trying to weaken the bloc's planned law to cut methane emissions in the oil and gas sectors. Now, this comes weeks after the EU pledged at the COP27 climate conference to do more to tackle the potent greenhouse gas. Well, methane is the second biggest cause of climate change after carbon dioxide and has a far higher warming effect, meaning rapid cuts in methane emissions are crucial if the world is to avoid severe climate change. But EU countries who are negotiating the law want to delay the first survey to 12 months and then set different timelines, in some cases less frequent, for checking different types of infrastructure, according to their latest draft compromise, which has been seen by Reuters. Now, countries also want to exempt deep wells from a requirement to check inactive oil and gas wells for methane leaks, and to change a weekly requirement for inspecting gas flare stacks to a monthly one, although it is yet to be confirmed which countries from the EU bloc have backed these changes. However, in one of the documents, it showed Hungary and Romania had requested weaker rules. In one document, Hungary said that the EU plans to immediately end routine gas flaring would represent a cost and timing issue for the industry and should be delayed until 2030. While, according to a source, Romania was working to draft measures in line with their climate ambitions, technically feasible, that ensured that the implementation calendar is realistic. The lack of urgency showed by some countries in the bloc has raised concerns from a few campaigners. They have warned that weaker EU rules would dent the bloc's green credentials. Noting Canada, Nigeria and others are advancing their methane regulations, which in some cases can be seen as more ambitious. Moreover, this news comes as alongside the United States, the EU leads the global methane pledge of the 150 countries aiming to cut methane emissions 30% by the year 2030. The EU is also among oil and gas market participants who pledged at last month's COP27 climate summit to do more to curb methane. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.